All right, sorry about that. And to kind of address somebody who a lot earlier, when I last got knocked on the door, somebody made a comment about is that Ted Krasinski knocking on DarkCon's door? And no, both times it was my youngest sister. Yeah, I'm roomed with a couple of my siblings, and one of them brought by my youngest sister to visit for a bit. So that was
Aw.
who it was. Yeah. There's like a massive age gap between me and her as well, like by 20 years. So she's still a wee one.
Aw. No, all of my siblings, I mean, my youngest brother and I are a year and 20 days apart. I always look at families like yours where like there's 20-year difference between siblings and go, this got to be so weird.
It is a little. I mean, I think that in the earliest years of my littlest sister, she probably mistaken me for like a close friend of the family or an uncle or something.
Sure, sure, yeah.
Only for it to be like later clarified that no, this is your oldest brother. And you want to hear like hear of one of the most wholesome things that happened recent years. Like about a year ago, my mom like captured a picture of me and her. We were both playing on the Wii, and my mom posted it on Facebook saying the youngest and the oldest of the family playing Wii together.
Aw.
Yeah, it's such a great picture and such a great moment, honestly. But yeah, I love her. I
Yeah,
also
the
have like a couple of little nieces too. One of them that kind of keep to herself, quite honestly. The second one is just so energetic, so lovable, and so personable. Is just I so gush at every time that I visit her, and she just says, "Hi, Zach," and she'll say it like repeated times too. Like so, she'll say it so many times, like if she did not already say it once when I first come into the door. It's like that's her favorite thing to say to me is "Hi, Zach," and it's just so cute.
we had the middle
Kelly's
little over
cute.
today. Lady Monkey and their family. I stayed home because I'm still recovering from my trip the other day. But they went to a pumpkin patch, got pumpkins, got to go through a corn maze and everything. She had just a great day today.
That's so great. Yeah, I decided to indulge on this conversation because I know of how much that you just love to talk about family.
I really do, and I don't know when that happened to me. At some point, I just became that guy,
I mean,
and I'm okay with it.
massive respect to that. I mean, you have some of the men in our era who are the "oh, I fucking hate kids" kind of
Oh no,
personality. Even if they're like meaning it as a joke or something, I still gotta question, like, especially if they're a person to say that supposed joke so many times throughout the day in conversation with people. It's you gotta wonder about the guy, like, how much of a douche is this person really?
right? Yeah. No, I've always liked kids. I always expected to have kids, and then when my grandchildren were born, it became even more like just get all the kids here. We'll play Legos, and you adults can go do adult stuff. We're gonna play Legos and shoot each other with Nerf guns and have fun.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I can't wait till when my little niece gets old enough. She's just 2 years old right now. Can't wait till when she gets old enough to where that we can do like more stuff. She gets around a lot, like quite a lot.
Oh, sure.
Loves exploring. Her mom, my sister, practically encourages that sort of stuff, and it's just the sweetest thing ever. Of course, you gotta keep a very close eye on her.
Yeah, keep an eye on them. But yeah, let them explore. Let them. We were talking about this last night. You got to let kids have the ability to hurt themselves. Not
Mm.
major. You don't want them like jumping out in front of traffic or anything, but um, let them climb a little bit. Let
Uh,
them explore a little bit. You keep an eye on them, and if they get a boo boo, you put a band aid on it and get on with their lives. It's good for
oh yeah.
kids.
That's the
Yeah,
thing about the main niece that I am talking about too, is that her mom will let her like just climb jungle gyms that are like too big for her age to be quite frank. But
sure.
To be quite frank, what am I doing talking about being frank? I mean, you're frank.
I'm
I
Frank,
don't.
indeed.
I don't want to be you. Or wait, no. Maybe I do. Maybe I want to have that deep, buttery voice and that high amount of charisma. But I don't know. But no. Yeah, maybe it's like too big for her own good. But still, she goes climbing on them and really loves the challenges and whatnot. And on top of that, her own dad, my brother-in-law, is like a big time American outdoorsman. So I can definitely see a little adventurer, a big time adventurer in the making with my niece.
Oh, little but she is a daredevil. And when she was little, and I'm talking like a year old, her dad, who's like 6'3", would throw her into the air and she'd go 4 or 5 feet above his head. Like, you better catch her. But she loved it. She just giggled the whole time. And since then, yeah, she's doing backflips now. She loves gymnastics and stuff. And yeah, she can do back handsprings. And as her grandfather, I'm looking there going, please land it, please land it, please land it. But she's having a freaking ball. So I really do like when kids are given freedom to go out there and yeah, there's a possibility they could get hurt, but they'll heal.
Yeah, and speaking of the opposite of such, JC Armitage says helicopter parenting is giga cringe, and I wouldn't be surprised if it led to shitty lives for the children who were a victim of it. Yeah,
True.
not being overly sheltered, not experiencing the pains of life, so that they're not as prepped in their adulthood to face the assholes and the other trials and tribulations of life and so forth. Yeah, I
Well,
lived a kind of sheltered lifestyle myself, and I
if
sometimes regret it.
if we don't give kids the ability to learn dangers, then they don't learn danger until they learn it the hard way. You have to, again, you don't just like throw them in a swamp and come back 6 hours later and like, how'd you do? But you give them the ability to test things out, and um it's part of growing and learning. it
Yeah,
it teaches us how to spot danger.